Okay, so we are live now. Welcome to another episode of Entab CampusCare EdTalks, an exclusive platform where we invite pioneers from the education industry to share their years of experience and insights with us. So, before moving forward, let me introduce you to NTAP. With an experience of more than 2 decades, NTAP has been associated with over 1,500 schools across India, evolving them to become new age digital campuses by providing them mature and futuristic ERP, CRM, and mobile apps. In today's session, we'll discuss about being productive with technology. We'll understand that how can one make the best use of technology to become more productive. We'll also learn that how one can taking breaks help us relax and increase productivity. So, to discuss the same, we have a very special guest with us. We have Dr. Mala Mehra, Principal, Hoerner College, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, and Secretary, Unaided Private Schools Association. Being an educationist, she has served as an executive member of the Association of Schools affiliated and was the president of the Association of Schools. So, welcome to the show, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much.
So, ma'am, moving on, technology has helped us track every minute of a day and what we do in it. So, ma'am, how can one make the best use of this to become more productive?
Yes, Megha, a very good morning to you and all your team at NTAB. I'm so happy to be here this morning. And of course, I was given a choice between a couple of of, uh, of your webinars, and I chose this technology one because this is what I really specialize in, and my school specializes in a big way. Now, I had a whole little speech planned out, but of course, since we are short on our time situation, let me just say one thing that I got in technologies in my school in the year 2000. We were the very first school with a website in the year 2000. We were the first school with our own app in the city of Lucknow. And we were the very first school with our online examinations and online testing. Back in 2008, we started doing our website and all our work and doing our pilot projects. Now, in a school scenario, of course, we are specifically here with school scenarios. In a school scenario specifically, there are three heads basically. You have the teacher, you have the student, and you have the admin staff.
Right.
Okay. Now you have to integrate this technologies with this three set of people, right? So let's go with the admin right from the start. So administratively, we need to have the infrastructures, number one, which means you have to have your computers, you have to have your Wi-Fi, you have to have your digital presence and tools, smart classes and smart boards. You have to have the digital tools to be able to do this. So the admin staff takes care of all of that. Now, when you come to and of course, the admin also does all the data collection and you're sorting out your data and making out your charts and stuff like that. So admin takes care of all of that, hard and soft part of the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we come to the teacher, what exactly how is the teacher benefiting? So when the COVID happened, I think a lot of the teachers in a typical school, you would have about 20 to 30% of senior teachers in terms of age-wise who are above 50 or above 55. And of course, the younger lot took quicker to productivity in terms of technologies because they were more enthusiastic. They were a lot more hands-on with technology versus the older lot of teachers. So the sudden switch that one had to go into complete technologies due to the online version of teaching learning processes, it was a little bit of a challenge. So productivity, your question being, what is the productivity from online? Well, it is absolutely amazing because it's a collaborative effort. Whereas the teacher has to also study online and she has to present her papers or present her classes online. The student also has to be online prepared. So it's a collaborative effort of the teacher and the student. So the teacher needs to becomes more productive because she's more prepared for the class in terms of just opening a book and starting off with chapter 1 and chapter 10 and whatever it is. She's now preparing for a different perspective, for a much larger perspective because she's been able to do that research online. It is not only it has saved time, it has also given a much broader vista to the children to understand a given concept or a given topic. So productivity happens in learning outcomes. Where the child is concerned, the child is more geared to it, because these days kids are so friendly with technology that they understand much better. Having said that, you replace it completely. So it's an assisting tool, but a very big assisting tool for the time. And productivity happens because of the fact that it's a collaborative effort, and the responder is the student responds very well to technologies. And I think that is the mainstay of technology.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very well said. So, ma'am, moving on. So, how, like, the audience wants to know, like, how has the technology and different platforms have helped your school during the lockdown to become productive and keep it the learning process alive?
Oh, absolutely. See, initially, of course, as I told you in the previous question, initially it was, oh my God, the teachers were immediately like, oh my God, this is going to be crazy. We have to study a lot more. We have to be more prepared to go into a classroom. We cannot make mistakes online because the classes are specific, and children also, you have to settle the children down. And there's a lot of infrastructural issues that you have to take care of. The initial, of course, reaction was, you know, it was 50-50. I don't want to do it. I can try to do it. I will do it. So initially it was an issue. But at our school, I have a very young staff. I'm the eldest of my teachers at age 53. My entire teaching staff is from the ages of 23 to 44.
Okay.
So it's a very young lot of teachers. And out of those numbers, 80% is in the age group of 23 to 32. So just the right age for that kind of young enthusiasm. So the enthusiasticness of the teachers have helped us out a lot. See, we are still old school. We still like to go to libraries. We still like to read our books. And like, even for your thing, I have a printout of your of questions. I have a printout of what I'm going to say, what are the important things, and I've marked it with my marker and all of that. So we still are, a hard copy, the older lot, but the younger lot responds very, very to online classes. And this has helped in productivity. Number one, it's been communicatively very good. It's been a great communicative skill at our school. Not only are the teachers and the students on the one side in collaboration as a teaching learning process, but the parents have also hopped in. So in the primary sections, the parents are the ones that are teaching. For example, the Montessori classes or the primary classes, it's the mothers who are sitting with the children and helping out with the whole process. So then you need to have your tab, or you need to have your mobile phone. You need to have that know how to do all of this, and kids pick up on it very quickly. And it has been, to me, my study from the last year, since the pandemic started, last year, it was a lot of excitement and interest and all of that. But then it becomes a little bit boring and mundane. So because it's an online forum, you can make it more interesting. Right now, you have something called the STEM, which is, teaching of the of technologies, engineering, maths, and science. It's a very up in the world today. It's called, and then of course you have augmented reality, which is so we are incorporating this slowly into our systems. And believe me, the response is absolutely awesome by the children. Not only are the children happy, but the parents are also happy, because today they can see online what's going on, and they have a reference point to go back to whatever was taught to the child. If the child is not sharing with them, they can get into the tab and see what exactly is going on in a given classroom. So collaboration has happened a lot, and there's a lot of inclusion in preparedness by the teacher and the student, and the changing of perspectives and having perspectives given to concepts in more ways than one. So yes, definitely it has helped a lot in basic comprehension for the children. And I think it's a great tool, assisting tool. Wonderful.
Very well said, ma'am. So moving to the end of the webinar. So the Competitive world out there sometimes makes us feel pressured about being productive, whereas on certain days the body and the mind just want to relax. So, ma'am, in your opinion, how can some breaks also enhance productivity?
Now, look at it this way. Let's start with the pandemic this year. Okay, in the state of Uttar Pradesh, or say in Lucknow, what happened? Suddenly, we were hit by this complete terrible storm of the pandemic, and it was really, really, really bad.
Right.
Mentally and emotionally, there was a lot of mental health issues, and there was a lot of loss of lives. And yes, definitely, we were struggling with the online classes because families were losing people, and there was a lot of devastation that went on. So, yes, definitely, the government immediately gave us a break and said, okay, 15 days, no online classes. So, from the 1st of May to the 15th of May, there were no online classes, which came as a breath of fresh air for all of us because we could all get back into our mental state of preparedness.
Right.
So, yes, breaks are very essential. So, how I've done it at Hoerner School or Hoerner College, what we have done is, because the government told us online classes, then okay, fine, we prepared. So, you still have to give the teachers their due in terms of their vacations, summer vacations.
Mhm.
So, then from the 1st to the 15th, 15-day break happened. Then, after that, we still did not want to put pressure of online classes. So, we switched to hobby classes, to interest classes, and we did stuff like dance, yoga, computers, these kind of hobby classes, and which were just for an hour or 2 hours in the day. So the teachers got sufficient amount of break for those 2 weeks. And from the 1st of June, now we again come back into full-time online classes. And again, in the last week of June, we will again give another 1 week break to the teachers so that teachers, students, parents can all pace their learning. And it is very important to give the breaks. Now, when we were doing all of this and we had webinars with the parents, not only did we do our hobby classes, but we also went in with the parents and did mental health classes with the parents. And we had speakers come in to speak to the parents. And in one of such webinars, a couple of parents requested me that, ma'am, we need to have a timetable that has a couple of breaks because the kids are constantly looking at the computer and they need to move away from the computer for a little while because these are 4-hour classes. So of course I immediately picked up on that. So now in the online classes, in the 4 hours that we have, we do 15-minute breaks after every hour. So that way the child gets a break, the student gets a break, the teacher gets a break to refurbish their mental abilities and cognition, and all of that gets taken care of with these breaks. And you have a much happier lot of students and teachers when you give them these kind of breaks. So yes, definitely for productivity, for mental health, it's very important to keep giving breaks to children and teachers both.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very well said. So, thank you so much, Mala, ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights on this topic. And it was lovely interacting with you. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, Mehra. And here's wishing the entire team of Entab all the very best. And we'd like to communicate with you with all the stuff that you have for technologies.
Sure, ma'am.
Believe me, it's going to be very important now. Even when the pandemic gets over, and God hope that gets over really soon, even when it gets over, computers, digital, AR, robots, all of this is going to become a complete part of schooling for the children. And more children will require assisting tools digitally. And I'm sure Intab can help us with that. And companies like you will take the lead in coming to schools and taking forward this digital format and be more productive. And technologies in education is here to stay, pandemic or no pandemic. Thank you so much, Mehra and Team Intab.
For
Lovely
sure,
being.
ma'am. Thank you so much,
Lovely.
ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Namaskar. Have a great day. Stay healthy.
Stay
Protocols,
healthy.
please wash your hands,
Yes.
wear your mask, because that's what I'm going to do now. Now wear your mask. Of course, it has to be matching. Wash your hands and social distancing. Stay safe, stay healthy, Mehra. Take care. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am. And to all our viewers who are watching us, if you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe it for regular updates. Till then, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.